What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another thirsty Thursday.
I'm kind of thirsty. Pretty thirsty. I don't know. How you feel, Derek?
I'm all right, man. I don't know about thirsty.
I'm thirsty, but I'm not drinking nothing right now. Every time I am.
Well, God damn it, drink something. You won't be thirsty.
I'm drinking a
You say that as you take a fucking swig out of your fucking 89-ounce Quick Trip cup.
Hey, it's a Sobe Life Water, I think.
I'm not drinking anything, and then I can't see your face anymore. It's just covered up by a fucking Quick Trip cup.
So tasty. Man, I'm drinking water right now, to be honest with you. I drank very heavily this past weekend. Yeah. Derek, this is episode number 45.
Yes, sir. It is a good one. We got some exciting stuff. Well, I don't even know what we're going to talk about, to be honest.
Well,
but I know it'll be exciting.
We can recap kind of what's going to happen during this particular episode.
Yep. But before we get to that, we should talk about the ones that are giving us money, huh?
Oh yeah, the important ones.
Because they need to be making money to give us money, so we're going to talk about them for a minute.
Yep. Our awesome sponsors, man.
Talk about how great a service they have.
Yep. Derek, who's our first one?
Top Shop Paint Repair.
TopShopPaint.com. Woo!
Go check them out on Facebook. Actually, I don't remember seeing anything from them this week on Facebook, but usually it's about once a week they have something really fucking cool on there.
Right.
Whether it's repaired fiberglass on a boat or
truck,
car or whatever, dude. Those have a cool restoration on there.
Yeah, man.
They do your fiberglass, hail damage,
collision repair.
Yep, do it all. So
go check them out. TopShopPaint.com.
We preach about it being that time of the year, and it certainly is. We have more shitty weather heading into the area today.
Yep.
So
keep them in mind if your car gets fucked up, right?
Yeah, you drop a tree limb on it, hail damage.
Takes all insurance as well. So you gotta worry.
If you're sitting in a parking lot and some drunk backs into you,
they got you covered. 316-260-4022 or stop by at 423 South St. Francis, founded in 2013, TopShopPaint.com. Derek, our second sponsor, I just got done having them put an AC in my house, and couldn't be happier with the service. It's nice and cool. I actually got my first electric bill, since it was installed. Didn't really notice a difference, so it's a good thing.
Yeah, that thing's nice and quiet, nice and sleek. Doesn't take up a whole lot of room on your.
No, and the sponsor we're talking about in particular is Alpha Heating and Air. 316-765-4492, alphahc16@gmail.com. They do service all makes and models of units, but they do specialize in LG and York units. They're doing a $75 spring tune-up, so do it now while it's still like 65 to 75 degrees,
Mother Nature tested us last week a little bit. It got hot, and you had to kick that thing on.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So
free estimates on replacing systems. So if you have an old system you think is going to kick the bucket, give them a call at 316-765-4492. That's Alpha Heating and Air. Derek, the first song we heard was a brand spanking new submission that we got, I think, yesterday.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's an indie 5-piece. It's a female-fronted band, obviously, you could tell, right, coming into the show. They formed in late 2018, and they are just beginning to play shows in the ICT.
One of those bands that we've been talking about that they're just a new forming band.
Yeah.
So it's exciting. It's exciting to see new life.
I really like the song too. I listened to it like 10 times in a row last night.
That's good, man. That song is called Yellow by Fairweather Friend.
I really look forward to catching a show. Yeah. go like them on Facebook, and I'm sure they will have a show coming up very soon. So go check them out. Brand spanking new page, I think, too. So, yeah.
So we got the chance to hang out with a local band and a national band.
Oh, yeah.
We played the other night, Monday night. As a matter
I
of
slept
fact,
since, dude. I forgot.
at Kirby's, man. That was an exciting thing to cross off the list. Very cool stage. I was exceptionally nervous because it was a different crowd. It was not what we're used to. We played last weekend in a fucking roadside honky tonk, like
Yep.
roadside bar, man, at 3B's, and that's the crowd we're accustomed to. That's the beer drinking, hollering, fucking having a good time crowd.
Then again, Kirby's, we kind of turned them into that. I felt like everybody was having a good time.
Well, that's why I liked it so much, because I was really nervous. And if you see videos or pictures or anything, I'm sure you could probably tell I won't say shit in my pants, but it's pretty close to it. But we were there with like MJ12 was there, front and center. Very good musicians.
Yep.
And so that's kind of like, they can hear everything when you fuck up, so they're listening. And then the Moon Machine, actually out of New Mexico. Where at New Mexico? Santa Fe.
Yeah.
Excellent band.
Dude, they were brand new too. Like, I think they'd only played together anyways for like less than 10 hours or something like that. Like, ever.
Really?
Yeah, that's what they said outside when we were hanging out.
Oh, no shit.
What the hell?
That was insane. Because they were, man, I wish more people could have heard that, because it was a cool
it was
jazz.
Just like a big infusion of kind of a lot of different things.
Yeah.
They had a keyboard, drummer, bass, and vocalist. So there was no guitar, which you wouldn't have noticed. Like, you didn't really miss it.
And that girl had that. Good night, man. She had a fucking voice on her.
Yeah.
Pipes, dude. And I like the energy and all that. It was very cool, man. I really like playing that. Getting to play with those bands.
My dad got to see it too, and he said that he thought she kind of sounded like Jenny Wood on steroids or something. Like, just the energy and intensity she had.
Yeah, I noticed the same thing. She had that just crazy good voice, and that
it's hard to match that,
Yeah, you don't see it very often out of too many people, and yeah, that was very fun, dude. And it's nice to be able to get out of your comfort zone like that. Like, I don't think we've been out of our comfort zone in a while like that.
No.
Yeah, but as far as I know, everybody enjoyed it. I'm one of those guys. I still think people are lying to us to be nice.
Well, they might be for sure.
We keep getting shows, so
I don't know, man. I think I think that's a place where so much different kinds of music comes through there that the people that go there to listen to music are very receptive, kind of like we are. Like, they're just there to hear music no matter kind of what it is,
Yeah.
I mean, obviously there's certain kind of nights where it's like, hey, this is like a metal night or a goth night, or this is like, comedy night or whatever it would be. Ours was kind of a ugly stepchild of a bill. Like, it was just all different kinds of stuff put together.
Well, it went
super cool though.
It went in true Kirby style. It went from stand-up comedy to whatever the fuck we are, bluegrass, red dirt, mashup, whatever the fuck you consider us. And then it went into this jazz rock, whatever the hell that was.
Yeah.
So, like, some shit you never heard. And then it went into MJ12, which I'm really glad I got to catch them, because
yeah, we've been listening to their music for a long time, and we haven't never got to catch them.
What is it? I get them mixed up. I think it was Josh, the singer.
Yeah, or
is it Josh? I think
Josh is the guitar player.
Oh, okay, then Matt. That's a funny fucking dude, man.
Right?
he had me cracking the fuck up, dude. And yeah, you gotta go catch him. Just ask him about a rock opera. It was great, dude. It was entertaining, man. It was really entertaining, and it was a little bit different. You know, you've heard him on here with "Stay or Leave." Fucking incredible song, like one of my favorites. Legitimately on the station is one of my favorites, and
oh yeah, it's been that way since we got it.
Dude, it's just yeah, it was a cool night, man.
I think all the musicians as well kind of recognize the same thing. They were like, this is just really cool that we were all able to play on back to back to back, and it wasn't too clashing. Like, I mean, it was clashing, but it was like a fun clash, you know what I mean? And every single band that played that night played something just out of the fucking weird, like had nothing to do with what they do, you know. Like we played Snoop Dogg, there was some Beyonce. It was
like I got like out of MJ12, I was getting like this Tenacious D kind of a, you know, like he was joking around and shit, but they had some kick-ass little fucking guitar riffs, and you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it was that kind of feeling, like that kind of vibe. Not exactly, but definitely on the same track as that. So it was entertaining, man. And yeah, I'm glad I got to be a part of that. Hopefully we get to go back. Ryan seemed to enjoy what he heard.
He had
out
some
of
cool stuff going on too with some cameras, man.
Yeah, he did.
Man,
that was really cool.
I didn't even notice it like until we were done and saw him messing with it, and I was like, whoa. It was like they had like mics and stuff all over. I didn't even notice, dude.
I didn't either. But yeah, I mean, once Moon Machine got up there, I realized what he was doing, and yeah.
Maybe there's a video of us just.
I don't know.
Bombing terribly up there. We didn't bomb. I thought we did okay.
No, we didn't bomb. We actually did very well. I was, like I said, I was very nervous because at this point we opened up with some stand-up comedy. So there was no music vibe in there whatsoever other than just the music that was playing in between. And there was one act that didn't show up, and we didn't know what we were doing. So we were kind of waiting for somebody to make the first move. And yeah, it was a little nerve-wracking to get up there in Kirby's and play some.
Yeah, I mean, we just kind of started plugging stuff into the board and hoped it worked. Like, you know, but I really like their setup. Their board's really nice. They got the monitors like mounted on the ceiling. And
yeah, man, that was cool, man. I really hope we get to play there again.
Yeah,
I really do, because it's fun, man, and it's nice to be able to step out of, like you say, you know, we play at 3Bs, and we know we're gonna have that crowd there. That crowd's like, we know those people. Now, when you go to Kirby's, and it's like a whole.
You don't know who's in there.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like it was such a mix of people and musicians, and it was scary, but it was fun. I was glad we got to do that.
Yeah, I've been waiting to do that for a long time.
Speaking of, we get to do that again. Not at Kirby's. This will be at Rose Music Festival. Just to drop a plug in on that one. One, because we sponsor it.
Yeah.
Two, because our band's playing in it. June 15th.
Who's playing that, Derek? I feel like I keep missing people.
Off the top of my head, I know Adam Caps is going to end the night. This is in no particular order, but I know Adam Caps, Flashpoint, Tequila Ridge, Zero to Panic, In Retrospect, Brother Jukebox, ICT Rock Girl.
Rivalries aside?
Yeah, I think so. That sounds right.
We're missing anybody?
I feel like we're missing somebody, which is ridiculous because that's already.
There's a lot of people, though. But
there was. This is an all-day event. I believe tickets to it are like $10, but there's so much stuff going on there.
Yeah, there's other stuff going on as well during the day.
Gosh dang it! Hang on. I'm gonna look this up so Andrea will wring my neck if I get all this wrong. So.
I'm looking at it too, Derek.
I do not want to be wrong on the account of Andrea.
Yeah, definitely not. She will.
Let's see here. Oh, Riot Nurse is going to be there as well. That's the only one that I didn't get. Everybody else.
You got it?
Yep. It was just Riot Nurse is the only one that I hadn't mentioned. There's beer, mixed drinks, trucks. Ooh. Nice. Wonder if they'll let me drive. Food trucks, concession stands, cornhole tournament, which is going on right when I'm playing, or I would be out there beating everybody up.
Maybe we can just set one end on the stage, and you can play while you play. Probably not.
Oh, and Brett Harris, a local radio personality from Wichita, he's going to be hosting the event. So I don't know what station he's with at the moment, but
I want to say, I don't know. I'm not going to butcher it.
I'm not either because I don't know where he's at. I
want to say 104.5, but I'm not sure. I don't know. I almost think that's it, but I'm probably wrong.
Probably.
I'm just fucking pulling stuff out of my ass at this point. I found him. I see you, Brett Harris. No, I don't know.
But anyway, that is a ridiculous lineup. Now, I mean, I'm not just saying this. Like, I'm beyond ecstatic, excited, honored to be able to play in that group of people, dude. You know,
I'm just as excited to play it as I am to listen to all the bands in it.
We've opened up. We've played with Adam Caps, not the whole band, but we've played with Adam Caps before.
Yeah.
We played with Riot Nurse.
We've played with Tequila Ridge.
Have we played? Oh yeah, we have, didn't we?
Yep.
I was gonna say I've gotten drunk plenty of times with Tequila Ridge.
We've met in retrospect.
I haven't got to see them. I've basically seen, we've seen everybody on here except for I haven't seen Rivalries Aside.
No, but I've heard them and they're fucking really good.
Yeah, agreed. So I can promise you,
June 15th.
If you were having a shitty time, come talk to me and I'll give you your money back.
June 15th, noon.
If you can prove it.
10:30 p.m. Rose Hill Shorty Cox Park. RoseMusicFestival.com.
I think I'm going to. We'll see if we can't get Andrea on there next week because that's coming up pretty quick. So
it is. A
few weeks, 3 weeks.
Dude, I'm stoked, man. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Like I'm fucking pumped that we get to play a show in the same lineup as Zero to Panic.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Yeah, always one of my favorites to catch.
And they just came out with an album not that long ago.
Yeah.
Adam Caps just came out with a new single. Flashpoint's got a bunch of new stuff they've been working on.
A single or an album? I think
he released a single,
yeah.
Circus. We know In Retrospect's working on some stuff because we just talked to them. ICT Rock Girl, she's always working on something.
Yeah, she's in the process of a lot of cool stuff, I believe.
Yep.
I've heard through the grapevine. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah, we'll just let it unfold, and yeah, we're watching.
But a lot of talent on that stage.
Yeah, be there.
Come out and hang out, and I don't think one of the same style of genre is not going to get boring. Nobody on that is boring.
Nobody's the same. At all.
It's
not even close.
It's really, really not. I mean, even the rock on there is.
It's way different.
Pretty far apart. Like. So, yeah, man.
Be there.
Pumped. Well, let's let Glenn tell us what else is going on this week in our fair city.
Looks like there's a lot going on. Take it away, Glenn.
Hi, this is Glenn with your ICT Radio Weekly Show Rundown for May 23rd through May 29th. As always, you can send me your upcoming shows to gotoshows.ict@gmail.com. That's gotoshows.ict@gmail.com. I'll make sure to get them listed right here on the rundown. So for Thursday, May 23rd, lunchtime jams at Wave at 11 a.m. with Connor Eves. Isham Afraid of the Dark tour is going to be at the Elbow Room at 8. Lacey Cruz and Dan Niemeyer is going to be at Vorshay's at 6. Then we have John from No Signal. He'll be doing his acoustic show at the Pump House at 6 p.m. Oracle Blues is going to be live at Norton's at 8. After Judo, Vision Quest, and Maurice Anthony are going to be at Our Coffee at 8 p.m. Thank you guys for sending me your email. Makes it so much easier for me to get it on the rundown. Grievo, Living Ghost, and Nothing Special is going to be at Kirby's at 10. We have Bad Mother Hubbard over at Mort's at 8 p.m. Matt Johnston's going to be at the Candle Club at 7. Here's a little pro tip. You don't have to be a member of the Candle Club to go listen to music. You just tell them at the door you'd like to listen to the band, and they'll let you right on in. Steve Downey and Cindy Summers are going to be on the patio at Fredo's at 7. Then Bluegrass from Klondike 5 at the Rose District Pavilion at 7. That takes us into Friday, May 24th. We have lunchtime jams again at Wave with Jeremy Spring. He starts things off there at 11 a.m. Then we have Danji at the new stadium at 5 p.m. We have the Drew Fish Band. They're going to be at Barley Corns at 9 p.m. Dustin Arbuckle and the Hay Nations are going to be at Norton's starting at 8. Bad Mother Hubbard back for night 2 at Vorshay's at 9 o'clock. We have Mayhan at the Shamrock at 9. Annie Up is going to be at O'Brien's at 9. Sunshine and the Bunny are going to be over at the Artichoke. They started things at 8. We have Not Cops and Kiss 2 at the Wichita Oasis at 9. Lou Brown Band will be downtown at the Brickyard at 9:30. We have Stimulus at the Kansas Star both Friday and Saturday night. They start things off at 9:30. Art Bentley's going to be at the Candle Club at 8:30. Justin Howe and the Riverside Red Band will be at Kirby's at 9, followed by No Signal at 10. Then we have Take the Day at the Donut Hole. They start things at 7. Fridays at Fairmont Coffee has Samantha Carter at 7. And finally, Craig Stewart will be at Fredo's at 8 p.m. That takes us into Saturday, May 25th. Kevin Dobbin is going to be at Want Coffee at 9 a.m. We have Black Joe Lewis and the Honey Bears at Wave at 7 p.m. We have Epic at Boozin' Buddies at 8. Metalachi at Norton's at 8. We have Annie Up at the Candle Club. Fist and Contact will both be at Kirby's at 9. Mary Oker, Your Government, Zone Ender, and Remains to be Seen will be at Barleycorns at 10. We have Carrie Nation and the Speakeasy at the Wheat State Wine Company at 7 p.m. Jay Strantham and Toki Show will be at the Shamrock at 9. We have Zwar Machine and Yatoya at Kirby's at 8 p.m. 90 Proof is going to be at Yaya's on the patio at 8. Soul Music will be at the Pump House at 10. We have Monterey Jack at the Brickyard at 9:30. Candace and the Business Casual will be at Aeroplanes at 8. Moody Little Sister with Paul and Leslie will be at Our Place on Park Place at 7 p.m. Flex and the Downbeat Boys will be at Vorshay's at 9. The Caves, Old News, Cartwheel, The Travel Guide, After Judo, and Milkwave are going to be playing a show to support the recovery of Jenny Wood. They're going to be at Backbeat, which is right behind Midwest Drum and Percussion. They start things at 4. They're going to have special merch, and all proceeds go to Jenny Wood's recovery. Zach Schaffner is going to be at the Brickyard at 6. We have David Lord, Maria Elena, The World Palestine, and Nothing Special at Wichita Oasis at 7. Sister Sarah Tree is going to be at Mort's at 8. And the Whiskey River Band at Dancing in Paradise at 8 on BYUOB. So, Sunday, May 26th, Oceano, Angel Maker, Prison, Cambion, Parallax, and Suffocate the Skies will be at Rock Island Live at 6. We have the Acoustic Anonymous Jam at 2 and Lady D's Blues Jam at 8:30 at the stadium. And then Don Bradley's Country Jam is going to be at Shot Time 2 at 6. Monday, May 27th, Aaron Underwood's Open Mic will be at the new stadium at 9. Then we have The Moose, Armed with Feathers, and The Calm at Kirby's. So for Tuesday, May 28th, the Acoustic Open Jam will be at the Elbow Room at 9, and then Dan Luce's Acoustic Open Jam will be at the new stadium at 9. Grin and Barrett, Knife Wound, Warp Whistle, they're all going to be at Kirby's at 10. Then we have Sarah Kelly at Chicken and Pickle at 7:30. Takes us into Wednesday, May 29th. Yonder Mountain String Band will be at Wave at 6 p.m. We have an open mic at Barleycorns at 9. The Big News Acoustic at Augustino Brewing is going to be at 7 p.m. Tough Old Bird will be at the Artichoke at 7:30. We have Cassie B and the Stingers and Jim Vegas at Kirby's at 9. And our friend Pats will be at Fredo's at 5:30. That does it for another packed week of live music in Wichita. Thank you for liking and subscribing to us on your favorite podcast app and giving us a like on Facebook as well. Make sure you listen to us at ict-radio.com. But most importantly, go to shows.
All right. Thank you, Glenn.
Yeah,
For some of these shows.
Yeah,
I'm really hoping to get to make it out.
that is a massive list of shows going on.
Dude, it really is. Saturday, it's one of those days where it kind of, well, actually Friday too. But, yeah, man. Jay Statham is going to be at the Shamrock at 9:00.
Man.
And if you don't know him, he's probably not well known around here. Me and you, our band has got to play with him.
Yeah.
Super, super good, like Red Dirt band. Like, and they're fun as hell to party with. Like, they got that kind of party music going. So
yeah, they play everywhere from like Montana and Wyoming all the way down to Texas.
They're actually from Wellington, Texas.
Yep.
Which is random as hell. But yeah, they travel. They play a lot in Texas. They play a lot. They like go up to Montana, Idaho. They're all over the place, man. There's a reason why they get to go out and tour like they do. It's because they're really fucking good.
Yeah.
So I really hope they have a good showing for that, and hopefully I get to go up there and catch them. Another one that caught my attention was the is this Jenny Woodstock?
Yeah.
The one, the Caves, Old News, Cartwheel, Travel Guide, After Judo, and Milkwave.
Yep.
At the Backbeat.
That's an early show too, so you can go to that, and then you can go out to something else after.
Man, I'm going to be fucking tuckered out by the end of that one. I'm an old man. That's a lot of rock music. No, that's definitely something we're seeing. I don't know how everybody's going to fit there. I have a feeling that street is just going to be shut down next to Midwest. We've seen the Caves and Honey Blush there at one point. Was there somebody else that was with them?
Yeah. I'm trying to think of who it was though. I don't remember.
Anyway, it was just them, and it was shut down, dude. It was like you couldn't hardly get down that street. And then
there's people crowd surfing in the garage in the backbeat.
It was so awesome. But Dustin Arbuckle, he's going to be at Norton's. Pumped for that one. I think I'm going to go to that one. The guy, I got to go catch that harmonica, man. I've never seen him. So.
Right. When's that?
Friday at 8.
Oh, nice.
At Norton's, free show.
Hey. In the Hay Nations, man. I think.
I already have me a designated driver lined up.
Oh my!
So it might.
What's his name?
James.
Oh. Hey.
Same fucker that's always driving around. That dude got me a DUI like fucking 15 years ago. He owes me. So.
Yeah, the Hay Nations, I've seen they've been kind of touring around. I think Dustin Arbuckle, and they've been all over the place. I think.
Yeah, they just got Dustin Arbuckle. I don't know if it was the Hay Nations or the Haymakers.
The Haymakers, yeah.
I don't know what's because there's Arbuckle and the Damnation, and there's
the Haymakers. Looks like a 6-piece,
but I'm guessing the Hay Nations is the mashup of the two bands. I don't know what the difference is.
I don't know, but there's got to be like maybe another person or something. So if you guys know the difference, let us know.
Yeah.
Regardless, it's going to be good.
Yeah.
I know they got Tom Page is in that band, and
yeah, that's right.
Mark Foley and Ted Farha, Ryan Taylor, Kendall Newby, Dustin Arbuckle. That's quite the combo. So.
Yeah. Another harmonica guy playing at 8, Craig Stewart. That guy's like Blues Traveler good. Actually, I should probably say Blues Traveler is Craig Stewart good. I think that'd be better. For a harmonica guy such as myself, I feel there's a lot going on there.
Right.
Need to go rep it a little bit.
Man, so there's the show that I'm really intrigued about. Take the Day. They are an incredible band out of Pittsburgh, Kansas, who's on tour right now. They're coming through Wichita, and they just released a single, and
What's
really
going
good.
on over in that part of the state, man?
I don't know, man. That city's got Zero Panic, Take the Day. There's somebody else over there too.
Edge Over Edge.
Edge Over Edge.
near there. They're not from there, but they're pretty close.
Tell us of the water over there, man.
I want to say there was another band as well.
I know. I think there is. I just don't remember.
Yeah, man. All fantastic, really good bands.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
You got anything else before you go, Derek?
No, man, I don't.
Go see a show.
This is Save Me Now.
Yep.
I take the day.
Enjoy. What's up, everybody? We are back from the middle of the show. We are here with possibly the newest band in Wichita. I don't know. There's always somebody coming out of the woodworks, right? So we are here with Fairweather Friend.
What's up, guys?
Hey.
Hello.
So you guys began, what, October-ish? Is that right?
I think
Yeah,
October.
that's about right. We started with different people and had a whole bunch of lineup changes and ended up coming together pretty recently.
You were like, this just isn't working.
Right. Yeah.
Well, that's not a bad thing. I mean, you'd rather probably do that before you really break out than, come out and then stuff doesn't work out. And then you have to do those lineup changes, and that's just a mess. So you guys look pretty happy, though. So I assume that you guys are going to stay for a while.
Yeah. We finally solidified things, and we have a good group of people, and we really enjoy working together. So things are good.
So how many people are in the band? Is this a 5-piece?
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
There's Pete and Preston are the guitar players, and then Braden is our drummer, and then Colton, who couldn't be here because he's at work, is our bass player, and then there's me.
Awesome. So are you guys just friends in general, or did you guys meet somewhere, or how'd you guys come about?
Just really rich. I actually, I found these guys through a Craigslist ad, believe it or not.
Not the first time.
I didn't know that. I had no idea that was a thing.
Looking for 4 guys or something. No.
So I moved here in January from Los Angeles. And the day after I moved here, I was super bored. And I was like, what am I even going to do in Wichita? And I found a Craigslist ad that said looking for a female singer. And I was like, hey, I'm a female singer. And so I hit up, and I've been here ever since.
Far out.
Yeah.
Well,
So I know with Peter that he's been with a few bands around the city. And for instance, Letters from Rome and his own project, Last Ignition. How does this differ from what you've been doing?
Well, I'd say Letters from Rome definitely kind of had like a pop punk vibe going to it. The more and more we played, the more heavier our songs started to slowly kind of slide into. Lots of distortion, lots of just giant China ripping in the later track. And I guess with Last Ignition, it's kind of just a little solo project thing that I do for fun, just to practice mixing and stuff. I'd say Fairweather Friends definitely got its own vibe compared to those two. It's definitely more indie, a lot more like clean tones. We're rocking a couple Fenders, just really trying to emphasize the clean, and it's very melodic, but at the same time it does go hard at times, but I really like it. So
Well, it seems you're always wrapped up in something good.
try to be.
So do you guys like help Braden move the drums around, or you just leave him out by himself? Or
Oh, they haven't had to help me do that quite yet, but they will.
well, you'll see. I don't know. You ever see
They
that
have
meme
no
with that
choice.
guy carrying that big ass rock and vocalist just like staring at him? Yeah,
Yeah.
just wait.
I mean,
buddy.
It's a joint effort. We ask for help with our huge boxes, so I guess we'll help Braden. I guess.
Yeah.
I have to say, at the last show, I did try to move one of the amps, and it was really heavy, and I almost dropped it. So I'm not.
Right.
You don't want to break your back out there, you know.
Drums, I can help with. Maybe not huge amps.
The amps are surprisingly heavy.
They really are.
Extremely.
You ever open them up? There's like nothing in there either. It's like, where's all this weight coming from?
Yeah.
Don't magnet.
Is notorious for their 90-pound amplifiers, and it makes it a real pain for us to transport. So I used to have a Fender amp that was a bit smaller that was easy to take there and back because I like the sound of it to play at home. But now we just have to leave it at the practice space. So we keep everything there because we're there all the time. So it's a waste of time trying to take it there and back.
Yeah, I feel like I'm gonna need like a lifting belt for sure.
Get some of those belts that you put on and a little back brace like you're doing some squats.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys have one song out right now. What was that process like? Have you guys been working on that for a while? Did you record it all yourself, or did you go somewhere? Or?
Nat, you want to take that one?
Sure. I'm like looking for permission. So that song actually went through a whole process. That was actually the first song that we wrote all together. When I came into the project, I actually wrote lyrics to that song for the first practice I ever went to. And we kind of played it, and I gotta say, like, it sounded so different when we first wrote it to now, which is actually cool because, like, with some bands, it like gets harder and heavier as you go, but with us, it got like lighter and cleaner and synthier and floatier, and I think it's so cool the way that it actually turned out. So seeing the way that it processed through, especially the way, okay, so Pete did all of the producing and mixing and recording, like everything was done by Pete.
The wizard.
I so him. Like it was incredible. Especially like I walked in and I was like, yeah, let's record vocals. And I expected to just like hear it how it sounds in practice. And then all of a sudden, like this whole like amazing track just like flows into my ears with like synths and chimes. And I was like, holy crap, this is amazing. So I gotta give Pete mad props because I think it sounds so much cooler than I ever could have thought that it was. And he got real creative with it. So
Yeah, you got a gift, my guy. I haven't heard a bad track out of you.
I'm trying
Yeah,
to get over my wind chime addiction, so
I do hear the like synths or like keys or something like that in there. It's great. Is that just something you added in there, or?
yeah. I guess we haven't really talked about it as a band, but I feel like with any band, I think it'd be really cool to eventually get to the point where we could, afford a backtrack and bring some of those elements in. But we try to keep it a little. I mean, granted, at the beginning of the song, the synth is a little heavy. Try to keep it fairly subtle to where we can still give a really good live performance without it. But I think it'd be really cool to one day see that come into the live performance for sure.
I was going to say it's one of those things where it's not too much to where, you really feel like something's out of place. Like, if we were to hear that live, like, I think it would still sound just as great. It's just another element in there that adds what you guys want into it. And that's awesome. So whether you play with it or not live, it's not going to, to me, it's not going to change, the outcome. I mean, think about some musicians do that and you go see them live and you're just like, you don't know why, but you're just slightly disappointed, to a certain degree. You feel like something's missing. So I'm glad you didn't do something too crazy.
Oh, no, I've gotten a lot of stuff in previous bands shot down like, well, we're not doing this dubstep drop in the middle of the song. But
Yeah.
got to find a happy medium.
No, I mean, minus the synth, the song is, exactly the same, even to the point where Peter did the intro with the tone completely rolled off, and then that's just how I started playing it. was the intro with the tone completely muted. So, no, I think it sounds pretty much the exact same. And one day, like Peter was saying, it would be really awesome for us to have that because that totally is what we're going for and is our vibe.
It sounds good.
No, it sounds great.
So everybody kind of came together. Where was everybody before? Was everybody kind of in something else before? Obviously, you weren't even in Kansas, but what was everybody kind of part of before, or is this somebody's first go at it, or?
Okay. I've been in bands pretty consistently since I was like 20. I'm 24 now. I got a couple tours under my belt. I was in a band, like first band I started with a couple of buddies of mine. We were called Community Theater. We were based out of Hutch. I originally lived in Hutch. I just moved here like 3 months ago. So it was that, and then I joined a band called Small Talk, who we all moved to Wichita. We're now called TV Boy. And I'm in a band currently taking a break called Junior Retreat.
Okay.
And yeah, man, I've been doing those projects. Well, Community Theater broke up, but the other projects I've been doing pretty consistently for the better part of like 2-ish years now. So
I've heard of all those.
Yep.
but yeah, man, it's been good. This project is, I don't know, it's very fulfilling because in the other bands it's kind of, one band is a lot more like, I hate to use the word, but emo driven, and the other one just pretty heavy. So getting back to this kind of thing it's really nice.
What about everybody else? Preston, what have you been doing?
Oh, so prior to coming over to Fairweather Friend, I was mostly just a solo guitarist, just playing a lot by myself, a lot of rhythm and melody mixtures, and hadn't really ventured out playing with a whole lot of people. I've been playing for a long time. It was just a matter of not really finding people that I jived with quite well, I guess you could say. I did like a short, brief other project that was like classic Rocky, and that kind of fell through. And you know, I'd always been a big fan of, you know, playing like just blues, jazzy stuff at home, and just working on building my skills and my strength on the fingerboard. So, but I mean, Peter is pretty much like a family member in a weird way. We're family. So, and I had been there to support Peter through Letters from Rome and his other projects. And so we had talked about doing something a year and a half, 2 years ago. And then, you know, finally the opportunity came. Letters from Rome kind of fizzled out, and he was available. And we really decided that we wanted to take a whack at doing something different. So that's where we're at now. And I'm looking forward to seeing where the future goes with this, with everyone.
Man, keep putting tracks out like that, and I think you'll be all right.
Yeah, that's good. Hey, Natalie, I had a question for you. You know, coming from the LA scene and coming to Wichita and kind of gigging around town, how do you think it stacks up? I mean, as far as talent, would you say it's more of a dense level of talent here in Wichita as far as being more diluted in LA?
Yeah. Honestly, what I would say is like, coming here, I didn't expect there to be such a wealth of talent and like a high caliber of bands as I have experienced. The nice thing is, I mean, when you're a musician, you get to know musicians. That's like the people that you become friends with. And so I moved here and just immediately started meeting other musicians and going to their shows and stuff like that. And I was just shocked at how good everyone I meet's band is. Whereas in LA, your friend asks you to go to their show and it'll be at somewhere really cool, like the Whiskey A Go Go or the Viper Room, you know? It's just the most, I love all my friends in LA, and this absolutely does not say it, but like, it's like the most trash garbage, like, and like, I've been in LA too, so like, I can say that my friends were trash. Maybe they're better now because they're going to school, but it's just so fun. Like, you can go to this like tiny little weird hole in the wall, like someone's backyard as a venue here, and hear these incredible, amazing bands that like, you're like, oh my God, you need to like go on tour and get recognized everywhere. Please do this. And then you can go to like these incredible venues in LA on like a Tuesday night and be like, what the hell am I doing here? So, but obviously there is incredible levels of talent in LA as well, but it's just harder to find, I guess.
Right. I think we are definitely blessed here in Wichita with the amount of great bands. I mean, currently that are you know, out doing their thing, and we are just beyond blown away by the level of talent here in town.
Totally.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just shocked by like every band that I've like encountered, every show that I go to where I like see a new band, I'm like, holy shit, how did I not know that you exist? So
So many of them, you know?
yeah.
And there's new ones. I mean, you guys are new. There's new ones out there that aren't even a band yet. And guess what? They're going to kick ass too.
When Pete sent me the track, I mean, I immediately listened to it and I was like, oh my God, these guys are really good. And I you know, put it right on. And I ended up emailing Pete back and I was like, are you guys ready for its release yet? And he's like, oh yeah, we just released it today. Put it on there. So yeah, it's really fun to see new bands come up and the level of talent, you know, that we get sent in on a daily basis. And we really appreciate you guys, you know, send us your stuff and it sounds really great.
Thank you. Yeah, we appreciate you guys, you know, supporting all these local artists. We're always seeing posts about new guys and old bands, and you guys really help out the scene and just kind of create a sense of community, which is really dope. So really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Right on. That is totally our mission. And I think we're achieving it. Wouldn't you say, Eric?
Yeah, for sure. It's one of those things where really we just wanted to help local music, because you can tune into about any FM station and you don't hear a lot of, you know, really good stuff. You hear just generic shit that they pump out to 3,000 radio stations, you know, and, you know, you hear the same songs every hour and a half and commercials and ads and blah, blah, blah. And we were just sick of it. So we were like, you know what? We're going to do this. And we're going to play the stuff that's actually good. And
Yeah,
I don't know, man. I didn't think there'd be this much good music around here, but sure enough.
Yeah, it's incredible.
Yeah, the Wichita music scene's one big ball of energy, and it just keeps, you know, it keeps you just keep seeing new bands and great bands and bands that have been around that are killing it. And you know, I look at a lot of the bands that have been around, super inspiring, and you know, something, you know, I'd eventually want to play along with them, you know, and like I said, you know, I'm looking forward to hearing the new bands too, even newer than us. I mean, we're super new, but like there's bands out there in the woodworks that are putting in time and making great stuff, and we're excited to hear it, and we're there for it, you know.
Yeah, that's right. Like I was talking to one of the guys from the Skeptics. I think they just released a new single pretty recently. But
Salt and Sugar.
Yeah, we were playing the Letters from Rome show, and one of the guys came up to me. Was it maybe John?
Trevor,
I believe,
yes,
came up to me after the show and was telling me about this band that he was in. I was like, right on. They ended up being the Skeptics, and they kick ass. So
yeah,
I think we just got their stuff on the station, actually.
Yep.
oh,
So yeah, they are very good.
They're rad.
yeah. Second, third.
So you guys are so new. What's in store for you guys? I guess it's only up from here, right?
Right.
Hopefully.
you guys have a show. You guys have a show coming up. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Is that,
Yeah,
your, is that your
on,
first?
Friday.
Is that your first one?
This is our second show.
Second.
This will be our first show actually being able to play with Braden, so we're very excited about that.
and Colton as well.
Yeah.
And Colton, yes.
And Colton, yeah. But the show's Friday night at Wave. We play at 6. We're opening up summer days, which is awesome. A ton of really, really good bands on that bill, so I'm really excited. Yeah, it's gonna be really cool. I think we're gonna have a really good time. We're gonna jam out.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you guys have been there. That place is pretty cool. I mean, it's
Way awesome.
it's
Oh,
a
yeah.
good size. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
Facebook event for summer days kind of blew up. Made me a little nervous. I was like, oh.
You got
Okay.
nice little artwork there, and then, but also, man, that bill is pretty sweet. We've talked to, in retrospect, Capybara. They won the top 10 last year. They're pretty cool. Afro Jim, one of my favorites.
Yes.
Which Colton, our bassist Colton actually leads Afro Jam. I don't know if you knew,
That's-
but he's the
No,
main guy on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, they kill.
Yeah, Afro Jim's one of my favorites.
Yeah, Afro Gyms are rad.
but really, what I'm seeing is just like a giant collab of Wichita and Lawrence. Basically, is what's going down,
Yeah.
which is kind of cool because I used to go to school in Lawrence, and that music scene was always pretty good there. It's a lot like kind of Wichita is now, but I still think Wichita takes the cake. I might be biased.
I would hope so.
I'm not saying that because I have to. I'm really not that familiar with Lawrence music, but I'm sure it's great.
Mm.
Yeah, there's definitely good bands up there. I just can't make it up as often. I don't think really anybody can.
Yes, it's hard, like
Yeah.
on the weekends, so pressed on time, and then, you know, our practices and stuff. But yeah, no, I mean, I'd love to hear what Lawrence has got. Is there any way, like, do you guys play any Lawrence stuff, or do they have their own separate thing? Go out and check that
I don't believe we do have any Lawrence
We
music.
don't.
We
We've had
have
like
some.
one or two bands send us stuff in.
We do
Wow.
have some Pittsburgh stuff.
Yeah,
We have I think 3 bands from Pittsburgh that we actively
sounds right.
have on the broadcast. But we don't really like to get out that far unless it's, you know, exceptional.
True.
We like to stay close to home, you know, maybe Hutchison. But yeah, the bands for Pittsburgh are exceptional. So we've definitely been an exception for them.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
We've had a second station, but we ran into some issues with it. But that was kind of just like an international, like everything from all over. We don't care if you're from Australia or UK or
Yeah, right.
Lawrence or Colorado. That one we had to switch this broadcasting software, so that one kind of went by the wayside for now. But people still send the stuff in from like Dallas and Chicago, and
That's super cool though.
we just can't really. I mean, our mission is kind of different, you know.
Mhm.
You know, it's local music, and
I can tell you this for sure, that listening to all these other bands from all over the country and all over the world, we are definitely really in a special time for Wichita as far as the level of talent and what's coming out and the production value that all these studios around here are putting out. We need to bask in it and really realize what's going on. We really do.
Yeah,
I mean,
man.
it's really special right now.
Wichita music seems like it's the best. But that's common knowledge. That's common.
the problem is making sure the rest of the world knows about that, and that's what we're here for. That's why we do what we do. You know,
Yeah.
we're not some rich guys or nothing. I mean, we're all musicians and shit ourselves. So, you know, we just wanted to get our music out there too. That was kind of part of the mission as well. So, why be selfish? Bring everybody along. we actually just released some stuff. So I mean that everybody else was like along for the ride well before we were. So, but
I took a listen to it today, by the way, and
it's
I
different.
really like it. It was not, I didn't know what the band was all about at first. And then it was just punching me right in the head with good tunes, dude.
I don't even know what it is. I don't know
Is
what you call it really.
country or
Well, we don't know. It's like
bluegrass? I
it's
don't-
well, our singer, he's really, 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 really traditional country type of guy, like the kind of guy that pulls up to band practice with a hay bale on the back of his truck. I'm not exaggerating.
No, he's not.
I'm more of like a ska, reggae, alternative rock kind of guy. And then our harmonica player's super country. He's one of our hosts on here as well. And we have a cajon player who's more like me, more like alt rock kind of fan. But so that's kind of how we clash oddly, and somehow we kind of come to a common ground of like traditional country, red dirt, bluegrassy, something weird. I don't know. Like I try to drag us away from country, but there's only so far away from it you can get with the guy that rolls up with hay bales and is your front guy. So. But yeah, I don't know what you call us. We're not bluegrass. We're not country. We're somewhere in between.
Bluntry.
Yeah.
Good spot to be in.
Yeah, you're you. That's good.
Dirty grass.
Dirty grass.
I don't know. Like it's so hard because you try to pick, like you try to list your music, you know, somewhere like iTunes or wherever, and it's like, what genre are you? You're like, fuck. This question.
Yeah,
Man.
we had the same problem.
Yeah.
You don't want to say your country because people are going to click on it and be disappointed. And you don't want to say your bluegrass because people are going to click on it and be disappointed. This is not.
Well,
No.
I will tell you this, guys. When I heard your music, I went ahead and put it in the alternative file.
That is
Totally fine.
It's alternative.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it.
we're moody indie pop alternative.
There you go. Yeah.
With like, yeah, we're alternative, and that's cool.
We're whatever you want us to be.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just the file that was right there. I'm sorry.
Well, you're not metal, right?
No, not at
We do
all.
have a
Not-
secret folk track coming up on the EP, but
You're
don't
not
tell
reggae.
No.
I do got quite a few of them.
We're country. No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
just
we're not.
kidding. We're not country.
You're not,
Not this country, but
you're not jazz.
Not this
I mean, technically, everybody here is country, but whether you like it or not,
Yeah,
That's true.
the sound of it might not sound country.
it is.
Yeah, that's right.
but geographically.
Yeah. I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like everybody around here just knows, you know, country songs and stuff, whether they even really actively listen to it or not. You just know something, you know, you just, you think you don't like it or you don't know it and you just hear a song. You're like,
Well,
damn
They
it.
belong to
it's just all
It's,
right.
and we'll not lie. Some country tunes are catchy. I mean, they get you. They get you on the hook.
tunes slap. Okay, some country songs
Yes.
are incredible.
I'll agree.
Not most, but some.
I dig country sometimes. It
rap.
depends on how many beers I've had.
There
Right?
you go.
If I've had a good amount, then I can really dig some
So-
country. But if
So
not,
the
then-
ratio of beers is the equivalent of the amount of country you will tolerate. Is that
exactly. If I'm like 6 beers in and Carrie Underwood comes on, dude, it's over. It's over.
Right?
I'm trying to take the
I'm
lead.
bringing down the roof.
Well, you know, they say when you're drunk, that's the real you. So maybe
Yeah.
country
Oh,
fan.
no.
I'm
Ross, a
caught.
country fan.
I'm caught. I'm a poser. I'm a country lover at heart, I guess.
See, I'm okay with like the older. To me, I'm not the biggest country fan in the world, even though I'm kind of in a band like that. But I like old country, you know,
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Waylon and that type of thing. Like the new stuff where there's a snap track. I call them snap
Yeah.
tracks. If you don't believe me, go listen to any like top 20 country song right now. Every one of them is going to have somebody in there snapping. That's the like the secret to success in Nashville, I guess. I don't know, but yeah, there's still some good stuff out there, in my opinion. But I feel like it's becoming harder and harder to find compared to other genres who are continually progressing, in my opinion. But
Yeah.
like you guys are just like bam out there.
Yeah.
We
So
tried to.
are you guys getting ready to do any more recording and get us some more tracks, or what's up with that?
Ooh.
Yeah. Anyone want to spill the beans?
Go ahead, Pete.
Yeah, Pete.
No like confirmed dates or anything, but we're definitely working on something. We're kind of hoping to get together an EP soon. We have another single about 95% recorded, and we're just kind of sitting on that for right now. But we're definitely looking forward to sharing some more of our stuff with people throughout the summer for sure.
I've always said it's a great time to come out with a little bit of music, just because it's the vibe. Everybody's in the good mood. It's like summertime. Like everybody's like ready to hang out. And, yeah, I mean, it influences people. It really does. In summertime, not in the winter. It's like more of a sad time, I feel like.
Yeah. Acoustic album coming out in winter.
Yeah.
Right. Dusty's talking to us. But yeah, guys, I don't have anything else for you guys. Tim, you got any more questions for him?
I can't think of anything right now.
Well, where can people find your guys' music? You have one song out right now. Where do you find it?
Everywhere, pretty much.
Yep.
You have to search Fairweather Friend Yellow. It's going to be on iTunes, Spotify. It's going to be on Tidal, if anyone uses that.
Napster.
Napster, yeah.
Napster.
Yeah.
That's still around.
It's all
It is.
on YouTube if you want to check it out. But yeah, it went through a distributor, and
It can also be heard on ICT radio.
Hey.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, and if you can request it even.
Oh.
Yeah.
So
Get on
if you
there
want to
and
hear
request
it,
it.
get on there and request it.
All right, I'm calling.
Bam,
I'll
you
be there.
just live of us.
Well, thanks, guys, for sitting down with us. I didn't know if you guys would, because it was very, very short notice, but thank you guys for going out of your way to sit down with us. We really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
man.
Thank
Thanks
you
for having us on.
Thanks, guys. We really appreciate it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Now,
Bye.
I ran from the law. I'll pack my things and leave tomorrow. I got a couple lonely horses. They're gonna get me to Chicago. Lord, there's whiskey in my bottle. I've been rolling in the mud, and I answer to nobody but God. Well, I met a bad girl. pockets. And I keep my heart from leading me astray. See, I don't want to swing from a tree. I don't want to burn up in a fire. I just want my lungs full of desire. Live or die on the plain. Live or die, we're the same. Oh, hey, baby, call my name. I know you don't let yourself feel no pain. Well, I ran from the law. I'll pack my things and leave tomorrow. I still got these same old horses, and they got me to Chicago.